What's good, YouTube? We back for another video, man. And before I get into it, I hope you guys have been locked in. I hope you guys have been taking care of yourselves, man. Let's get right into it. We're gonna be talking about patience, okay? Now, I've looked through my channel and I haven't seen like me talking about having patience specifically, right? And to tell y'all the truth about it, man, I already made this video, but for some reason it wouldn't upload, so I'm basically remaking the video again, right? So I'm just gonna just remake it, and yeah, let's get right into it though. So as y'all know, man, you know, I had ended up getting my car finally, right? After so long, after a few months of grinding at my new job and after a lot of mistrials and errors, I finally was able to get myself my very own car, finally, right? But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. It wasn't just hard work, it was patience as well, okay? A lot of people, you can't forget about the patience part, because that is very important. See, what messes a lot of people up from getting what they want is that they may be hard workers, but they're not patient enough. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just expect things to come in whenever you want it. That's not always gonna happen. Okay, you know, if you want a specific car, you know, you might be a hard worker. You might be working to save it, but depending on what type of car you want, it could take you a long time to finally save up for a car, to save up for that car that you want. It might take you a little minute, right? You have to have patience. Okay. Let's say, you want, um, let's say you're trying to become a content creator, right? And you're trying to grow your following. But guess what? You could post content every day, but at the end of the day, you still have to be patient. Just because you put in a lot of work and you post content every day doesn't mean that you're going to blow up in a month, right? That doesn't happen for everybody. It hasn't happened for me. I've been posting every day consistently on this channel for 4 months straight, and I only have 37 subscribers, right? You know, a lot of people in my position would have probably quit or would have probably gave up, because they're probably like, man, what the world, you know what I mean? But one thing about me is that I have patience, okay? See, I'm not worried about how many subscribers or how many followers I have, because I know that, first of all, it's not even about that. My channel is about me documenting my self-improvement journey, right? So it doesn't matter if 1,000 people see it or one person sees it. As long as somebody is seeing it and is getting my message, and I'm able to help them out or inspire them or, motivate them to do better in life, that's all I care about. Because my main goal is to become successful, so that way I can help other people become successful as well. That's basically my main goal. That's my purpose in life, right? So, but like I said, man, if I want to grow big when it comes to content creation, I have to have patience. Okay, I'm not gonna be at 100,000 subscribers in 1 month. That's not possible. Okay, guys, it could take me years, right? It could, because it varies from person to person. Some people it might take a few months. Some people it might take years, right? But at the end of the day, everybody, if you want to be a content creator and you're posting consistently, you're going to hit your goal eventually. It's just not going to be as fast as you want it to be. It's not going to be as fast as the other person. You might see somebody that has hit 100,000 subscribers in maybe a year, and you're probably thinking, man, I mean, why haven't I done that, right? Why do I only have, a few thousand subscribers? But this person, is different, right? Different algorithms, So you have to just be patient and give it time, right? And I feel like it's also a test as well, you know what I mean? Because the people that want it bad enough are going to stay locked in no matter what, And I feel like those are the people that are going to really last, because even if you're not getting a lot of views, or even if you're not blowing up, the fact that you're still showing up, posting every day, staying consistent, I feel like you're going to have a better chance of having a long-term fan base than somebody that just blew up overnight and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, patience is very important. Same thing with getting, let's say, you're trying to get your physique right. You're trying to get your body right in the gym. Okay, I literally just got back from the gym, right? I hit upper day, right? So, like I said, man, I've been in the gym for a long time, guys. It does not take a few, it does not take 1 month or 3 months to finally get your dream physique. No, right? In order to, I feel like in order to maximize, like, okay, let me put it this way. I feel like the time frame for like anybody to get close to their dream physique, as either get to their dream physique or close to it, is around 3 to 4 years. And that's 3 to 4 years of consistent training, consistent with your diet and your recovery. Okay. So if you're in the gym 3 to 4 years consistently, then you will be, and assuming that you're doing everything right, you should have your dream physique, or you should be close to having your dream physique. Okay. See, like I said, a lot of people, they want to rush the process. So that's why a lot of people, they hop on steroids, right? Because they don't want to be patient, right? Some people are like, oh, well, it's going to take too long, so I might as well just, no, bro, you just don't have no patience, okay? Life teaches you to have patience, okay? Life will only give you things if you're patient for it, okay? See, it's not just about putting in the work. Obviously, that's very important, but also patience as well, because you could put in the work for a month, but if you don't see the results that you're looking for, you're probably thinking like, man, I put in all this hard work for a month straight and I still ain't seen. No, bro. You know what I mean? No. Sometimes it's gonna take longer than a month. It could take 2, 3, a few months. It could take a year. It could take 2, 3, 4 years. Okay. You just have to stay consistent at it. You have to be patient. Okay. Time is going to pass. Okay. So you can't look at it, you know what I mean? Because time is going to pass. Every day is passing. You're not even thinking about it, but every day is passing. Time is going to pass, man. You know what I mean? So you have to be patient, because if you're not going to get nowhere. You're not going to get anything you want. Okay? Same thing with, becoming rich, becoming a millionaire, right? On average, it takes people, I've seen a lot of influencers, they say that it took them around 4 years to become a millionaire, right? That's 3 to 4 years of consistently working on their businesses, doing side hustles, just getting, that's 3 years consistent of them building their business up and doing having other incomes on the side where they're able to become a millionaire. You know what I mean? So I feel like the threshold for anything is 3 to 4 years, right? 3 to 4 years to get your dream physique, 3 to 4 years to become rich, and stuff like that, right? 3 to 4 years for, you to grow out your hair to the length that you want it. Like, guys, like, as y'all see, right? I got dreads, of course, right? Guys, there was a point in time where I was literally like so obsessed over my hair that I would literally like watch my hair 24/7, hoping that it's gonna grow, right? And this is back in 2022. Yeah, this is back in like 2022. That's when I first started like kind of growing my dreads out. It's 2022, okay? And I started with freeform. So back then I had like a little fro, but I had twists, right? And I got me a sponge and I twisted my hair. So guys, I was literally so obsessed with my hair because I wanted dreads. I wanted how my hair is now. This is what I wanted, And guys, I was literally like just obsessed over it. Like, I'm just thinking like, man, like I can't wait for it to grow. Like, oh my God, like I needed to grow now. Like, you feel me? But one thing about it was that no matter how many times I looked at my hair, it just didn't seem like it was growing, right? In reality, it was. Your hair grows and you can't even see it. Just like building muscle. You can't, you can't see yourself building muscle. You can look at your body every single day, but you're not gonna see yourself building muscle in real time. It's just not possible. You're not gonna notice it. You're only gonna notice it after a few months, or maybe even after a year, where you're gonna actually, see yourself. Or honestly, no, you're really only gonna notice it when you actually like take a picture of yourself, from and you compare yourself now to before. You know what I mean? So your hair and your body is growing. You're just never gonna see it. So it's no point in trying to rush the process because it's growing, man. You're just not gonna see it. So once I like started just kind of leaving my hair alone and I kind of just stopped worrying about it, you know, and I wasn't obsessed over it as much, my hair actually grew. Like it's been growing, but it's like it seemed like it just grew longer because I just stopped worrying about it. I stopped like paying attention to it so much, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. You patience is very important in life, man. You know, when it comes to anything, right? You know, it took me like I guess I'm going it's going around like 4 years, right? This, you know, it's going around like almost no, like yeah, it's no 3. Yeah, 4 years. No, 3. It's going on 4 years, man, since I've, you know, been growing out my hair, man. And now I have finally gotten the perfect length that I've always wanted. You know what I mean? Like I literally got the length that I've always dreamed of having, you know, and stuff like that. And guess what? It took me 4 years, 3 to 4 years, right? So, like I said, man, 3 to 4 years is the threshold for anything, right? So if you have enough patience to wait 3 to 4 years, then you can accomplish anything because that's usually the amount that the how long it takes to accomplish stuff. You know what I mean? 3 to 4 years is enough to accomplish most things, right? But yeah. Anyway, man, just be patient, man. It's very important. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, man. And yeah, see y'all in the next one. Peace.